Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deanna and you're watching Orchid, and it's been a long time since my last video. We've got Toby and Frankie as our special guests. Can't even remember how this camera works anymore. Anyway, I did find finally my memory cards, so that's not really why I haven't been filming. I just haven't really had time. So I am 30 weeks pregnant now. I don't know, there's my belly. You can't see my feet anymore. There they are. And I've got some carpal tunnel, which sort of gets in the way of using my phone to film quite a bit. Anyway, all excuses, and I'm not guaranteeing really frequent regular videos, but I thought I would show you the Vandas that are along this wall. So this is the side of our house, and it's kind of a temporary place, but it's actually been quite a nice place to put the Vandas. Well, it has been for the last month or so, up until maybe a month ago, because this is all north facing. It was still getting quite a lot of direct light, so you'll see a lot of sun damage. But if we know anything about my orchids, they are really quite resilient plants. And we have plans, so this is the backyard back here, and watch my step. We have plans to put a shade house in that back corner. The shade house has been ordered, and I'm actually planning to get an area in that back corner turfed with some artificial grass. So I think that'll work really well, and it would actually look nice. I'm not really keen to gravel under the shade house, even though it's functional. I don't know, I just don't like working on gravel very much, and it'll be easier to clean up on AstroTurf. So big plans ahead. Hopefully it all happens before the baby arrives. But anyway, let me show you what's going on up here. It'll be nice, short and sweet. Come on, Frankie. So we don't have a really tidy area along this wall, but we have received quite a lot of rain, and the plants have been thoroughly drenched in the last few days. If you're in Queensland, you'll know that we've had a ridiculous amount of rain. I don't know, maybe 150 millimeters in the last 5 days, and probably going to expect more, but I'm loving it. It's been like really strong winds, and almost like I think we'll be flooding at some stage during the summer for sure. But it's either floods or droughts, and I'd rather rain than the relentless dry summer that we had last year, which resulted in all those fires. I thought that was way more devastating, so bring on the rain, I say. And the orchids love it, so that's good. Anyway, let me show you what's going on. I've lost a lot of these labels, unfortunately, but this is a beautiful cattleya, which was very, very fragrant. We have lost the tag for it, but I will have to go back into my notes and check that. The stanhopias down there look very burnt. I never got around to repotting them either, so whoops. But you know, let's add that to my maternity leave project list. I've got this beautiful one in bloom here. It is very, very fragrant. So this is a Mimi Palmer cross. This is Vanda Tessellata cross with Mimi Palmer, I believe. And she's very, very fragrant. Smells very perfumey. I love that contrast with that purple lip. She is absolutely stunning. That's one of the ones I got from that orchid fair earlier this year. And down here, oh my gosh, you guys, so this one didn't bloom for me last year, but she is blooming for me out here. This is the beautiful Erides Huliciana, and it is super, super fragrant. It is actually one of my absolute favorite fragrances of all my orchids. I haven't smelled her for a couple of years, but she smells just as beautiful as ever. Very lemony, very, very fragrant. The Rinca Stylus, surprisingly, are still alive. So they're known to not like as much light as your regular Vandas, but look, they're pretty tough still, and they're hanging in there. So yeah, still doing well. I think it did lose a couple of the base leaves there, but yeah, it's still hanging in there. Now I will admit I do not get out here nearly often enough, so I've missed a lot of blooms. Jared is the one that kindly waters them for me at the moment. So I've watered them a handful of times, but he's looking after like the yard and the grass and keeping it nice at the moment. So he actually just waters all these orchids when the grass also gets a good shower. So I've got a dead maxillaria, Sanderiana I think there. You can see there's a lot of sun damage on these orchids, but they're still going, and they don't get a huge amount of direct light now that it's sort of pretty much midsummer. The sun is basically right over the house, and even more so on the southern sort of aspect of the house. And down here, just got a couple to show you. So I've got a very, very reliable bloomer down here. This is Ascasenda Suxumrun Sunlight. This one does bloom multiple times a year. This is just an absolutely beautiful orange colour. She always puts on a really nice spike. Probably blooms about 3 or 4 times a year. And then we've got the gorgeous Ascophoenicia peaches. Let's have a look here. Got quite a few spikes, as you can see. Now I have heard that some people have fragrant Ascophoenicia peaches, but mine is not fragrant, at least not that I've noticed. But she does put on quite a show every summer. Well, I've had her since last year, so I had a really nice show last summer and this summer. Anyway guys, I think it's better for me to just keep things short and sweet. Otherwise you may not get any videos at all. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful December. Sorry, I've got like really bad reflux and I'm all short of breath, but I hope you guys have a really wonderful Christmas and New Year's. If I don't see you before then, I wish you guys a really happy holiday season with your families, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy growing until then. Bye.